So just roll it out. Get something in here. Let's get it out. Don't know what got in here. Probably color. Roll it out. I don't know, pretty thin. Not like you were doing, sugar flowers, but like you're covering a cake. What, about 1/8 of an inch thick? Maybe a 1/16. Not that you can see through it. Okay, that looks good. What we're going to do is we're going to cut out rose petals. Rose petals have this shape. Let me find it. They usually are fat on the top and they come down to a point, right? They look kind of like a cone. But we're going to cut out little versions of these. And actually, we can use this cutter as a template just for the first row. But we don't need it to go all the way down. Okay? And what I'm going to do is just flatten those edges. So I just cut the top of the rows and then cut across. And the reason I did that is because what's going to happen is this is going to come up. And what I do is just press it down here, and then this guy comes up and around it. So it's like a continuation of the petals. And actually it needs to overlap. See where these join? It's got to overlap the join, just like if you were making it out of icing. Okay. How do we do that? We do it like this. There we go. I have to think about when I form a rose what it looks like. So we're going to cut a couple of these. Flatten the tops, and they're going to overlap each other. Make it a little bit smaller and keep them low. Okay. And they should probably overlap just a little bit. Make sure they overlap just a little bit, like rose petals are supposed to do. See? Just overlap each other. And they should get bigger as you go around, a little bit bigger. Overlap. With my fingers, nice front overlap. Okay, now we're going to go on to the bigger petals. So we're going to get bigger as we go. I still do that rounded top, and see how a normal rose petal would come down like this, but we don't need all that. We don't need all that extra fondant. Again, where they overlap. See if you can. All right. They need to be pretty wide. They get wider as they. See how they're going to overlap each other? This is why I didn't really need it. That's why I didn't really need that covered with fondant. Okay, I got to re-roll.